Hola majetes.
Muy buenas noches a todos. Hoy ha venido bastante gente, veo 5 espectadores nada más empezar. Muy buenas, Sailor Rubén. ¿Cómo que lenguaje no mejorable? Cuéntame eso. Extiéndete.
Detectives, over here.
Sí. A propósito, ¿quién eres? Porque veo que te di el pip y no te pongo ahora mismo el nombre antiguo. Yo creo que os puedo cambiar el nombre dentro de mi stream.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got? Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so? We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around. Phelps? Landed on his face and ended up here. car must have struck him from behind.
Yo soy tan buen detective como conductor en juegos. Aquí no molesta a nadie. Y si molesta ya le he hecho yo. No sé, yo tampoco. Se me da bastante mal.
Patterson has life insurance.
No, la mano ya la hemos mirado. Esta parte ya la hicimos ayer, así que me voy un poquito a lo rápido.
We can notify next of kin. What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Vale, ya sé quién eres.
This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
It's all yours, Detective.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife. Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Pues ahora mismo porque no he puesto el teléfono móvil aquí con el cable y demás. Pero si queréis lo pongo mañana. Vale, esta, ¿recordáis qué era lo que había que darle? Si era verdad, creo que sí que era verdad. O duda. No me acuerdo. Pues a verdad le damos.
And what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
No he oído lo que decía. A ver, no sé si me va a dejar volver a hacer la misma pregunta. Vale, no se inmuta, pues vamos a darle verdad.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Y aquí es donde ponía caras extrañas. Y es donde dudaba yo ayer si era duda o mentira. Entonces le voy a dar a usar intuición. Y era duda.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Aquí que le decimos duda. Vamos a decirle que duda.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Aquí este era el que era mentira o el que era duda. No me acuerdo. Voy a eliminar una respuesta. Pues duda.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Si está
Bartenders
poniendo
hear
la
all
misma
sorts of
cara,
things.
duda también.
Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Vale, como el vídeo lo vimos ayer, voy a ver si me lo puedo pasar.
Have a seat.
No, no hay manera de saltarlo.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so.
Ay, buenas, Aliqui.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
Pues no sé si es ambientación o que luego habrá algún caso en el que
Many of
esté
them have
involucrado
been
el
for
psiquiatra este.
years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
¿Por qué no me responde el mando?
Courtney! Come in. Have a seat.
Otra vez.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past,
Sí.
these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Vale, pues después de apagar el mando, ya parece que funciona. Entonces, no, mapa no, quería entrar en el diario. Ah, perdón, en el diario no, en este otro. Porque aquí me aparece la cabina de teléfonos, pero no sé para qué.
Cops. Gotta be something big, right?
My friends work for the Examiner. About $5 for the exclusive.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thank you.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
A veces probando al azar salen las cosas bien. Ahora, ¿a dónde vamos? Tenemos la residencia de los Pattison y la residencia de Shelton. No sé si ir primero a los Pattison, que es donde estará la mujer, y luego ya ir a por el presunto asesino. Vamos a echar un vistazo al mapa. Vale, no está demasiado lejos.
Help me out.
We've got to track down that Lincoln, Phelps. We find the car, then we nail the driver.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after everybody.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Vamos a ver si llego sin chocarme con nada.
Units 211 in progress, 933 South Broadway. Any center unit able to handle identify?
Está más cerca de la siguiente. Sí, señor.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this
No parece muy afectada.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here.
I beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You're lying, Lorna. You pushed him in front of the car.
If you think you can prove that, I suggest you arrest me now.
Vamos a decirle la discusión.
I would have loved to push him under a car many a time, but not this time.
No, un fallo.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Ahí sí que está mintiendo. Desvía muchísimo la mirada.
Don't lie to me. Something was different this time.
You're clutching at straws.
Vuelvo a decirlo de la discusión.
You married? The arguments are never any different.
Otro fallo.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Vamos a tirar de intuición otra vez.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
We're leaving, Lorna, but this doesn't add up. We'll be keeping an eye on you.
Voy a ver si puedo registrar la casa. A ver qué encuentro.
think this is any use to us. This doesn't pertain to the case.
La proporción entre monstruos y buenos sujetos es de 1 a 1.000.000.
Muy buenas noches, soy de compañía. ¿Qué tal ha ido el stream hoy? Venga, muchísimas gracias. Y tienes que fumar un poquito menos, hombre. A ver, espera, si no selecciono que quiero ir al otro lugar, entonces no me va a servir de nada que subirme al coche, porque no me va a aparecer la bandera en el mapa. Que a propósito están bastante cerca. Esto sería entonces recto y la segunda a la izquierda.
What do you think? The autopsy result might have come back. Call in.
We go now to national news here on KTI. 20,000 pounds of
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Va, con lo bien que estaba yo conduciendo en este.
I wonder if he killed someone driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
All right, I give up.
That's it. Cuff them and we're done. Give it up, LAPD. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge. think Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver and the widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the paper.
You look at this clown. Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks.
Se acabó ya hace un ratillo. Yo he abierto poco después de que la acabara, uno o 2 minutos más tarde. Pues ha ido bien. Hoy no hemos tenido ninguna bronca con él. Vamos a ver dónde quedaría esto. Sí, hubo gente a la que se la echó de menos. De que no había esperado al compañero.
Don't need this?
Another musical favorite.
All units, officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Muy buenas, Exit.
Find your hamper, it's where these find your handy.
Hey! Fuck you! I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
A ver, vamos a ver qué voces tengo. A ver, un momentito. Vamos a ver. Voces. Tenemos estas 3 en español de España y estas 2 en español de México. Ahora mismo está puesta la de Laura. ¿La cambiamos a Elena? ¿Os gusta más o os gusta menos? Las otras que tengo son las mexicanas, que serían Raúl, a mí personalmente me gustaba más la que tenía primero, la de Laura, que era esta. ¿Os pongo a Sabina entonces? Pues ahora, ahí tenéis, Sabina.
Vamos a comparar con esta.
Vale, seguimos con el juego.
You got a problem, pal?
Vale, ¿qué era lo que tenía que hacer yo ahora?
Oh, guess I could afford that.
Volver con los Pattinson. Venga, buenas noches, Diógenes.
Any ideas?
We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Go straight through here. Keep going on this road. Left, coming up.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
You had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's
Lorna?
a crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake!
It's too late, Sabo.
Pues no sé por qué, pero no me ha saltado. ¿Dónde está este que le he perdido?
There he is, officer! Sabo, stop or I will shoot!
Come on, Flatfoot, let's negotiate.
How long do you think you can hold out? You want to back off.
Help me!
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
No tenéis que hacerlo.
Wansu tranquil.
Sí, este se me ha dado bien.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions
este le
until
había
you get
jugado
to the
éxito.
truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Fijaos, $24 de daño a vehículos. Comparados con los 2000 y pico del anterior, no hay ni punto de comparación. Esto no da ni para una caldera, pero sí para unos cuantos cerdos.
Phelps, Mikowski. Beat cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there, see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain. I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word of it.
A ver, me habían dicho que mirara la lista de vehículos robados. No, homicidios y recuperados. Pues no sé dónde estará la lista.
You're the reason brothers and sisters should marry. I just don't know how to dance the bebop. Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never saw it like that.
Un poquillo. A ver, esto era con el botón izquierdo, el botón derecho, perdón, no, el botón izquierdo. Nos vamos al aviso de vehículo robado. Vale, ya teníamos marcado el destino. Pues miramos el mapa. Y pilla lo que viene a ser a tomar por culo. Hombre, eso también depende de la foto. El juego me da la opción de ponerlo en blanco y negro. También si queremos.
Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having her death strewn all over the front pages.
Pero vamos, bastantes semáforos. Me salto ya para encima no distinguir los colores. Así que vamos a volver a ponerlo normal. Ahí he estado cerca de chocarme, pero he logrado parar a tiempo. Cosa que no es habitual.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets on him, Phelps. I'll call it in.
Out of the car now!
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with two tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some
2.450, más o menos lo que me gasté el otro día en la investigación o en destrozos de vehículos.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced. Do you have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
A este, ¿cómo le veis? Parpadea mucho. Vamos a ponerlo en duda.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky-backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble.
Venga, buenas noches, Sailor.
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
A ver, no me he fijado en qué es lo que había dicho. ¿Quién lo atendió? El dueño. Vamos a decir que es verdad.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me! I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be
Y
out
por la
soon.
droga en la guantera.
Till then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence, and have him arraigned for Grand Theft Auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
Mira, y esta vez no he tenido que preguntar dónde estaba este sitio. Vamos a mirar el mapa. Y otro que está lejos, no, lo siguiente.
What now?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Uh-huh. Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes. I feel much better now. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
You need to take the next left. Careful! Right up ahead.
Sí, pues yo todavía tengo que bajar la basura.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Posiblemente lo mismo que el otro tenía en la guantera.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Imprenta Marquis.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Vamos a decir que dice la verdad.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
Vale, aquí no veo que diga nada que pueda resultar en mentira y encima tampoco gesticula
What was your
demasiado.
impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed, in a hurry to go somewhere but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
Vamos a decir duda porque tampoco gesticula demasiado, pero sí gesticula.
These pink slips are leading us to something big, Coombs. It's time to stop being cute.
I'm going to assume you're having a bad day, son. I sell cars, not paper.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Coombs?
Close of play on Friday.
Brazos cruzados en posición defensiva, gesticula mucho. Vamos a ponerle que miente.
I think you paid her in cash. This bogus check means that you can claim against your business insurance if it all goes wrong.
You got some way of proving that, Sonny? You know, that's a damn good idea. I'll have to keep that in mind. Meanwhile, are we done here?
No, otro fallo.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Esto se apesta mentira.
You're lying, Coombs. You knew the car was stolen.
You have some sort of crystal ball tucked in your jacket that can help you prove it? You should try rubbing some oil on that hard head of yours. Are we done here?
We get awful attentive to people who obstruct LAPD investigations. Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of grand theft auto.
I'll relay the information.
I need an address on a Marquee Printing Company.
Marquee Printing Company, sure. Just a moment. Aliso Street, near San Pedro.
Messages for me, please.
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks, man.
Vale, pues tenemos ahora tres opciones. Vosotros decís a dónde vamos. La primera es ir a el 146 de North Fremont Avenue, donde está la vendedora original. La segunda es ir a la imprenta. Y la tercera es ir a comisaría para interrogar al tío sospechoso. Yo casi iría primero a ver a la vendedora, luego iría a interrogar al sospechoso y luego ya a la imprenta, que creo que ahí va a ser donde están los culpables de hacer falsificación documental. ¿Qué me decís? A ver, no era este coche, era este de aquí. ¿No?
Hey, hey, hey! What the hell are you doing?
Ah, pues no era este. ¿Dónde he dejado yo el coche? Bueno, voy a hacer el truco de decirle al otro que
You can
conduzca.
drive.
Hey, hey, hey! What the hell are you doing? I like your thinking, Phelps. Call it evidence. The guy's an asshole. You can pick it up at the pound.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
Pues ahora, vamos
Here's a
a
chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
Vale,
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Sala de entrevistas 2, por aquí.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice, really.
Crummy bastard.
James Velasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
Need a drink.
The paper is real
Bring out
enough,
the jitters
Velasco,
again.
but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery. Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a 2-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Este va muy de chulito y se ha chantado en nada.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
Vamos a decir que es verdad.
So she doesn't steal cars?
Look, I know plenty of dames, but I never heard of that one.
No, pues esa
What
era
happens
mentira.
to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Digamos que es mentira.
You're lying. You deliver the cars here in L.A.
You're gonna need more than a guess to pin that one on me.
No sé qué decirle por aquí.
You got something to say? Let's hear it.
No sé si mostrarle esta otra documentación. Para decirle, si se ha vendido aquí, dentro de Los Ángeles, es porque no lo sacas del estado. Vamos a decirle esto.
I've tried to be helpful, and look how I get treated. I'm not sure I like you.
No,
You had
has
a chance to
fallado.
cooperate, Velasco. See you in 10 years when you get out.
Mouthpiece for...
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only
Buenas
one
noches,
company
Enrico.
that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! You won't hang around.
A ver, ¿dónde está esta? Oficina de Western Union. Entramos en mapa. Que decía a menos de un minuto si corres. Sí, yo creo que se puede ir corriendo.
I think we bust in there and find the goddamn... Come on! We don't want to lose her! Goddamn, we're having the season now.
I recognize that guy from the paper. He's a cop. Isn't that the cop that caught the guy that was pretending to be dead?
That price is outrageous.
I think he's a bit of a gangster, but he treats me nice.
Are you drunk, mister, or are you just cracked?
Ah, we missed her. Ask the lady at the counter what happened.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice, really.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Ah, we missed her.
I'm
Ask the
looking
lady
for
at the
Gene
counter
Archer.
what happened.
Yes, sir. She's already gone. She seemed in a terrible hurry, shouting and cursing. Is there some kind of problem?
No problem, ma'am. Thank you for your help.
Okay, keep moving, lover boy.
Pues nada, la hemos perdido. Así que toca ir a la imprenta. Que está en... dirección contraria. Vale, pues entonces, cambiar de sentido, girar a la derecha. Dejo que me indique el otro. Que para eso le pago.
Why do you do that, John? Why? The lights are out. How would you know anyway with that sleep shade on?
Straight ahead. Take the next left. Keep going straight. Straight ahead here.
Come on, Cole. Leave him alone.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. Have done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind. We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightfall. Mr. Lightfall, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
Se ha echado muy hacia atrás, así de repente, pero no sé qué decirle. Sí, sí o sí no. ¿Qué pensáis? ¿Utilizo la intuición? Pues venga, intuición. Pues o verdad o duda. Pues vamos a ponerlo en duda, porque eso echarse hacia
We have
atrás no me
suspects
gusta.
with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Vale, aquí no gesticula ni se echa hacia atrás. Entonces vamos a decir que... No, pero ha movido los ojos hacia un lado. Vamos a decir que miente.
You sure about that, Mr. Lightfall? You sure you've never heard of them?
Are you making an accusation, young man? Do you have any kind of proof? My word is my bond. Character is in short supply these days. You could do with gaining a little.
Mal.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Vamos a decir que dice la verdad.
Surely that isn't confidential information, Mr. Lightfall.
Not for me to say. It would be better if you got permission from my clients.
Mal.
For somebody with government contracts, we were expecting a lot more cooperation. This doesn't look good.
Listen, I'm busy. You know where the door is.
Vamos mal y no sé hacia dónde tirar. La única opción es dentro de la propia imprenta. Así que vamos a hacer un registro.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
Veo ahí a ese Bigelow. Aquí otra vez ese Bigelow. Ese Bigelow.
Lightball certainly encourages repeat business. This Mr. Bigelow is a very good customer.
¿La calle la ponía? ...58 de la calle Industrial. Pues allá vamos. Y vamos a ver cómo se llegaría. Vale, entonces por aquí a la derecha, avanzar un chingo y luego a la izquierda.
Open your eyes! Christ alive!
Straight through the next intersection.
You're a goddamn menace!
You're really starting to annoy me.
Take the next left.
I think we should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Terminamos el caso y cierro ya por hoy.
Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Think so, huh? Look sharp, it's the cop!
Throw out the guns.
As soon as he pokes his head out, we step on it. Covering fire! Pretty brave for a dead man. I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole. Let's move forward!
Weapons on the ground, now!
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
Stay down. Try the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot! Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place. Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
A betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
Sale la imprenta. Está teniendo problemas de juego.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy. I get the message. Lightfall. The guy who runs Marquee. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightfall. The guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
No me lo creo.
That's the best lie you can come up with, Bigelow?
Hey, would I lie to you, detective? I'm not exactly in a good position here now, am I?
Porque el lightball no era el de no era el de la imprenta.
Spit it out, copper. I ain't got all day.
Gordon Lightball owns Marquee Printing, a government print shop. He's losing big at the track.
He has these big government contracts. He's in hock over 20 grand. If the feds find out, contracts will be all over. Lightball plays ball.
All right, Bigelow. The heat is off you. Play your cards right, and you'll be able to count your time in Quentin on one hand.
Ahora me volverán a mandar la imprenta. Y si me dicen que lo detenga, seguramente tengo una persecución por ahí.
I swear, this town's going straight to hell.
Pues imagínate que yo solo veo series coreanas como para acordarme de los nombres. Y de las caras. Vale, entonces hacia atrás.
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, we shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. But guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong, that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightball, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Era en la siguiente.
You're a reckless, bad person.
No, aquí no.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving.
What?
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightbulb.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Your money and influence will be worthless in San Quentin. If you don't go crazy in the first couple of months, then you'll probably get knifed in the chow line. Is that what you want?
Save it for the suckers, Detective. You'll get nothing from me.
Gordon Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
Pensaba que me iban a dar la opción de utilizar los resguardos de apuestas.
Now, where shall I start? With the 2 GTA suspects we had to let walk free? Or with the female suspect, who I am reliably told slipped the leash with embarrassing ease? You just lost the chance to crack one of the biggest criminal operations in this city. How do you think that makes me look? The chief has my balls in a frying pan! Now get out there and fill some charge sheets. Misdemeanors if you have to. Get me something before I even think about giving you another case.
Hay que ver, de ser el policía más prometedor a irme al cuerno. En fin.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
We got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Vale, pues lo dejamos por aquí. Y nada, pues os digo lo de siempre. Que muchísimas gracias por venir, que muchísimas gracias por los bits. Y poco más. Venga, descansad. Todos a dormir.